Yo, it's Salamidragon, and with me here is Carrot Convoy.
Hello.
We're going to be let's playing Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, very
Yes.
an excellent game made by BioWare.
Oh yeah. And
Uh,
published by Sega.
this intro video brought to you by Windows Movie Maker, by the way. Now, the reason we're playing
Of course.
this, I guess I ought to get it out of the way now, is it's terrible, and I,
It's it's a terribly wonderful game with
I
a great story and wonderful music and the best gameplay mechanics ever
I'm
for an
playing.
RPG.
In case you're curious about Sonic Chronicles and you've never played it before, this is so you don't have to. It's kind of an abridged thing. We're going to be skipping we're skipping all the battling and going straight to the meat of the story, which we'll be talking over, so that'll be great. And
Be the
just giving a little tutorial for how the video works. This is Professor Gerald. He's talking about the ancient civilization of the Gizoids, which, if you didn't play Sonic
Nice.
Battle, is very cool and not at all
Oh,
uninteresting.
this relates to battle?
It relates to battle, and
Huh.
yeah, they actually
Dude.
pull a bunch of really obscure references from like
That's really weird.
the comics and shit. So,
Wait, they put the Archie comics in there too?
no, even better. They put the Fleetway comics into it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's even more.
Wow.
Anyways,
Even less canon.
the game starts with Sonic and Co. Foiling another one of Dr. Robotnik's generic plans that never happened.
As we take part in the highest budget given to a Flash comic, probably.
It's so
Ever.
bad, the animation on this thing. They actually didn't use the fill
It's-
tool to get all the lines in properly. If you look really close, like, there's
Really?
little edges and shit. But no,
Hmm.
if you didn't notice, Tails kind of like ripped out. Okay,
Tails Boy Genius.
Tails the boy genius. His entire plan to stop Dr. Robotnik was ripping out a fistful of wires, which any of the other team
Brilliant.
members could have done. Knuckles, Sonic, Amy.
Yeah,
And-
I don't know why Amy's was there, but
Also, that was Metropolis Zone, and
Really?
on the other side of the world, Green Hill Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog is actually
trouble's afoot.
in the games themselves. No, in the instruction manual itself, it says Sonic is just looking for adventure in Green Hill Zone, which leads me to believe he just runs around the zones like a fucking spastic, like nonstop. Like
You know, that sounds about right.
this is what he does for a living.
Sonic the free runner, you know,
And
just
here
goes across the world.
here we have the very influential dialogue system that the BioWare games are so famous for.
Oh yes,
And
and I'm sure it makes a big impact here. So you could either fuck Amy or Rouge or who else is there? Princess Elsie.
Spoiler alert: the dialogue system has no impact on the outcome of the story whatsoever. Your choices are meaningless. You can act like a cock, but it's only for the sheer amusement of Sonic acting like a dick.
That's a little depressing.
And in this game, they give you tutorials for everything, which is
It's-
rightfully so.
Mhm.
I'm sorry if Sonic moves around like a fucking idiot here, but you can only use touchscreen controls with this game.
That's a brilliant revolutionary design choice.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
so no movement directions. It's just gonna look awful. And here's our first side quest where we meet.
Right? Old Man Jenkins.
Essentially, he wants us to chop wood because he's, I guess, too lazy to do it himself.
He's too old.
Too old, too lazy.
He's an old man. Wait, so now you get to use the L and R buttons,
Exactly.
of course.
Well, no, you don't have to. You can also like click on stuff.
no, you.
Now-
have to-
They didn't actually have a chopping wood animation for this game, so Sonic just kind of
Yeah.
like lifts it with his mind. His
No,
psychic powers.
it's telekinesis.
Exactly.
Just like silver.
And our first item of the game is a piece of POW candy.
Cool.
It-
And that upgrades your stats, or
Hell no. It
oh,
you get PP from it, essentially,
oh I see.
and a
that's
health.
the health recovery.
Typical potions, yeah.
Fantastic.
So we're already off to a great start. Let me just
Feels
bump
like an RPG.
It's an RPG, but it's the most lazy, mediocre kind of approach to everything. Nothing is phenomenal in this game, and that's my real
Mhm.
problem with it. Like,
hmm
everything is just by the numbers, like your basic potion, your basic battle system, your basic methods of exploration. I was expecting something a little more unique.
Like, yeah, you don't really get that feel you get from the Mario RPGs.
Not at all. And it would have been okay if they had just ripped that off wholesale. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have minded, because that's
Yeah.
essentially what Sonic is in the first place.
Essentially.
So
A
here's
direct
that
competitor.
great generic battle system I was talking about. I guess I
Alright.
might as well go over this.
Versus Mighty the Armadillo.
Yeah. Instead of initiating battles like you would in the Mario RPG, where, you know, you can jump on guys and run behind them, or you can get, like, ambushed, all of that is based on your luck stat, so they just take it all down to the basic formula there. And
That's okay.
depending on how you do in battle, you get graded, and the better the grade, the better the item you get at the end.
Awesome.
It's basically all you need to know about that. You eventually get these Elite Beat Agent style power moves, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
That was another random battle you just cut, I'm pretty sure.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Wait, what the fuck?
what now? Well, someone's trying to block his way. I know that's very shocking.
Yeah, I guess I did accidentally cut something.
Huh.
It's alright though, it wasn't very interesting or important.
Oh, it's...
So this is our
Good.
first party member of the game, Amy Rose.
Oh,
I probably should have gone over the story, because shit has already happened. Knuckles has been kidnapped,
That's
which is an
very-
interesting
Wait,
way
did they
to...
mention that?
At the very beginning, yes.
Oh.
So,
Yes, I'm
that's,
paying attention.
that's an interesting way to start off the game, I would think, because, like, he's the last person you'd expect to kind of get,
It's true.
So, you know, intrigue is already afoot, and Amy is
That's-
telling Sonic about this...
Great reaction face she had there.
She's telling Sonic about this fake boyfriend she has to
Right.
try and make him jealous.
What? Dexter's fake? What?
Yes, I'm sorry to say we will not be seeing Dexter throughout the course of this game.
God damn.
Cut
I
the
always
show.
wanted to see Dexter in a Sonic game. I mean, it's like my dream. Isn't it your dream?
No, but Tails is close enough in this. Like, he has that typical boy genius kind of power where
That's-
he just
that's true.
he turns a wrench and that solves everything.
Yeah, you just gotta hit it with a wrench. That's how engineering works.
Right. And right now they're just they're talking about Knuckles still.
Oh, your favorite color?
Oh yeah, that's like Sonic being a complete cock to Tails.
Nice.
Tails was asking him like, Sonic, you know, you don't have to keep skipping through all the conversation trees that we spent so long to set up. You should, you know, you should stop and ask about
Yeah.
stuff every once in a while. And Sonic's like,
course.
Tails, what's your favorite color?
Ooh, someone got a Chow egg.
Yes, the Chow Garden is actually in this game,
Oh my god.
in kind of a dumbed down format.
It's about time.
They're just, it's another like missed opportunity, I would say, because they just work as equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You can equip Chows as if they were like extra stat bonuses, but you can't raise them at all.
Hmm.
And I was thinking they could have done like this whole Pokemon kind of thing where in battle you
Yeah.
could use them or whatever.
Sort of a Tamagotchi thing, I suppose.
Exactly, like they were originally intended.
And the way you raise them would be the way your stats grow or something.
Or the way that their stat boosts would grow.
Actually, that's sort of what they did in the Kingdom Hearts 3DS game
Hmm.
recently, but that's going off on a tangent.
No,
Anyway,
actually, I was going to mention, there are plenty of RPGs that do that, like Dragon Quest, where they, in fact, in Dragon Quest's case, they turn it into this whole other side story that could take up to 20 hours to complete. I'm just saying,
Huh.
something like that would have been pretty sweet.
Interesting.
Maybe not to that extreme, but...
Huh.
Oh, and
Well, now
this
we
is
have the one of the unique aspects of the battle system.
the only unique aspect of the battle system. Enemies will occasionally try to flee, like so, and it's your
And
job to chase them
you have to
down.
run.
If you listen closely, the speed booster has like the worst fucking sound effect, like the most inappropriate thing, and I really suggest you crank up the volume when we have another one of those chasing sections because it's actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah, and then jumping was like really like way too low of an
Yeah.
octave or whatever.
You know, let's talk about the music.
Oh,
Which-
let's
If you
Talk
haven't
about the
noticed,
music.
it's terrible. But
it's a very poor arrangement choice. Oh. Yeah.
oh yeah, Battle 2.0. There's enemies that are besides wild armadillos. All right.
Oh yeah,
but
speaking of the music, here's I think this is titled Tempest.
Are you
something.
seriously? I thought this was a custom tune.
Oh no, yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's like the past version
Damn.
or the Japanese one.
Well, you could have fooled me.
It's like that through a blender. And
There's a reason, all right. Apparently, this is the one thing that's not BioWare's fault. They were producing the music for the game, and
Really?
they actually had a whole soundtrack composed of Sonic 1 and 2 remixes. We can't say for sure what that would have sounded like, so maybe that would have been terrible too. But at the last minute, like it was.
oh no,
almost
the guy who did those soundtracks, don't they have to pay him like too much money to use that music? Or something?
Exactly. Sega informed them at the last minute that we can't really use this music because it's gonna. We're not gonna pay. This isn't Sonic Generations.
Yeah,
Doesn't have that kind of a
What's
budget.
his name? Masato Nakamura.
Exactly.
The guy from that totally popular band or whatever from the 90s.
And so, like a month before they had to ship the damn thing, they needed to completely replace the soundtrack. Now, the way they handled this was not great. They could have delayed it, and I don't think anyone would have given a shit. But instead, they went online and they literally found like
Oh no, yeah, I remember hearing this.
fan
like,
midis, like
Yeah.
MIDI remixes of everything. And the DS doesn't have some kind of like magical way of just throwing midis onto it, so they kind of did this. You can tell like half the instruments are missing, or like the octave is too high or too low.
Yeah.
I hear some drum tracks don't even play at all.
Yeah, like I remember hearing like one of these is like exactly like a fan remix from VGmusic.com.
Yeah. So,
It's
quality.
yeah.
Oh, okay, here. Some real
random
real
battles.
shit's about to happen here.
Oh,
This is a marauder. They were responsible for kidnapping Knuckles. Yeah,
How
and
dare
they're
they.
actually very important to the story, so I think we should pay attention a little. See,
The Marauders. Yes.
the Marauders are led by Shade, who's that fan character that is
The
I
totally
don't-
original character.
the totally
of
original character
This
Shade.
game.
No spoilers, but kind of a big fucking deal. Oh, and this is where they ask you, like, Sonic, are you sure you want to save? And, like, this big
Oh, yeah, do they
fourth
do
wall
this
breaking
often?
moment. Yeah, all the time. All the goddamn time. It holds your hand through it. Like, I don't know. It pisses me off about modern RPGs. And they don't even do it in a clever way. They just tell us, like, Sonic, seriously, you might not want to fight this chick. Oh, okay, oh, wait.
Yeah.
This is, here's the POW moves. I got one for Amy.
Oh, nice.
There's actually,
Blow kiss. Wonderful.
really obscure POW move, like reference for Amy. There's one where she reads your fortune, and it kind of ties into that whole. She used to be into fortune telling, like in the instruction manual for Sonic CD.
What?
Yeah, no, I know it's like this really obscure knowledge, but in like one of the instruction manuals, they mention it like Amy's hobby is fortune telling or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah. So they did their research. They read through a handful of Sonic instruction booklets.
And you say they tie in a lot of games to
Yeah, like the Fleetway backgrounds. Like, the way they tie in Fleetway actually isn't, it's not through the story, but in the original opening cutscene in Metropolis Zone, that is actually based off of the Metropolis Zone from the Fleetway comics, like the background and all that.
Oh, I see.
Getting an A on this chick is hard, because she actually, I know we're way past it, I already did it, but she has this attack called the Stasis Grenade, and if you don't know what that is, like, it puts your guys to sleep, and you have to do a QuickTime event in order to deactivate it. And I don't know, I didn't get it the first time, and if one of your party members goes to sleep, they're like that for 4 turns, and the battle's over. World map screen.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And we're entering Central City Zone, which
Oh god.
is a terrible, terrible remix of probably one of the best songs from
Yeah.
Sonic 3D Blast, Diamond Dust Zone.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We did not kill the Marauder, by the way. She teleported away at the last moment. They're still worried about finding Knuckles. Oh, I think I should... Okay, so... There's a New Game Plus in this game. It's not a spoiler.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
but it's not really what you think.
What sort of... Are there any benefits to it, or...?
The benefit is this. You get to start with all your stats and items and all that, just like any New Game Plus typical feature.
Sure.
But the only actual reason you would do this is allegedly to collect all the rings, and that's how you get like 100%, is collecting all the rings on the maps. So it's just this giant fucking collectathon.
And what do you get for getting 100 on the maps? Any spoilers?
Guess.
Is that how you get?
Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get anything special in this game. Like, there's no unlockables
Fantastic.
or anything. There's 2 secret characters, but they're easy as piss to find.
Oh, like characters that have nothing to do with the story, but they're just.
They're there.
Let me guess. Big is one of them.
Big is actually a standard character.
Whoa.
He's one that you will encounter no matter what the outcome of this game.
Is one of them Shadow?
He's also a character that... You know what? No, he's in the title screen, actually, I think, so it's not really a spoiler. But yes, Shadow's in this game, too. The ultimate life form.
Right.
But no, stop guessing, because I want it to be like this big surprise once we get
Okay.
there. Oh, and Tails.
It's charming.
They're having a little chat about how Knuckles was kidnapped.
Mhm.
Apparently, the Marauders were trying to steal the Chaos Emeralds, which is why...
Hmm.
well, like, big surprise. Which is why Knuckles and Tails were trying to stop them.
Sounds about right.
They failed, obviously.
Mhm.
And ever since Sonic left, they've all been doing their own business on their own, trying to defend the city and the Chaos Emeralds.
Hmm.
Like, so Tails has gotten a lot more competent as time has gone on.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't carry over to any of the other games because this game's horrible and non-canon. But this is kind of the end of the gameplay video. Hit the 15-minute mark.
Hey now.
I would
Oh,
like-
wow.
I would like to say one more thing. Amy Rose, her backstory in this game is actually pretty funny. Unlike Sonic, she started a club for girls after that bout with the Egg Carrier 3.0 or whatever.
What?
And yeah, a club for young girls to teach them how to like defend against bullies.
Oh my god.
That's her backstory. Oh, and she also has a make-believe boyfriend named Dexter.
Right.
Yeah.
You're spoiling that, jeez.
Well, fuck it. You really...
Sure.
It's pretty obvious from the onset.
How could you?